Are you a dentist who feels overwhelmed when it comes to marketing and have no idea where to even start? You're wanting more leads, but you don't really know how to get it. Well, this is the right video for you. And we're going to be talking about exactly which marketing strategy that I would develop for you if we were to work together, if we had a dentist client, which we've had multiple clients in the medical field. But this is exactly what I would do. And I encourage you to get a notebook. Make sure to sit down and really pay attention to the funnel and everything that we're going to be talking about. Video and the opportunity with video is huge. So hope this brings some value and enjoy the video. Let's get into it. My main philosophy is to grow brands and businesses through video and content. And this is because that's exactly what I did to build Howdy Media. It's a service-based business. And this model and layout works for any type of service-based business. And so let's go through it. Let's talk about the method, which is video, and why you should go this route over any other route. I really don't do any other advertising other than word of mouth, which should just come naturally if you're good at your job, and content. That's all I do. I don't really run ads. All of my stuff is organic, relational, DM based. That's how I continue to get more and more leads. And I create awareness, which I'll get to more of here in a second, through content. And then that trickles down all the way through the funnel. And at the end, there's a few people who are viewing and listening and watching who ultimately become clients. So if you're making a bunch of content, becoming aware of, like, people are aware of you in the community, then they're going to be more willing to use you because they see you and they trust you, which we'll get into. But this has been the most powerful tool because it builds trust, it builds authority, and people like see you as a person, because people see businesses with just logos and no personality and they don't follow it. But if there's a personality, if there's a face, if there's somebody who they can follow and listen to, then they're going to trust that a lot more than just a logo. And so, okay, cool, video, let's do it. You're all in on this whole content and video thing. You've been seeing videos, maybe you've seen my videos in the past of doing this type of thing. And so how do you actually execute this plan? Like, what's your plan of action moving forward? And so let's get into it. The first step, we're gonna go through what's called the content funnel. If you've been in business at any time, you've heard of funnels. And so if you're like me, I went to school to get a finance degree. You went to school to be a dentist, to work at a dentist's office, whatever it is. You were taught to be a dentist. You were not taught how to run a business. Same thing with my finance degree. I was taught how to handle finances and potentially be an accountant. I wasn't taught how to actually run a business. And within that is marketing. And so this funnel allows you to get majority of your leads coming through online, through your social platforms, through your website, through anything that is not traditional by today's standards for older businesses. And so we're going to talk through that. And the first thing is awareness. So we have awareness here. So what is awareness? Whenever I say the word awareness, this is what I'm talking about. I have figured out the psychology of the viewers and the clients on the other side of the screen. So like you watching this, everything I'm doing is intentional and is strategic in order to get you to click, to watch the video, to stay and to watch the whole video, like to keep those retention rates, is what we call it, very high. Therefore showing the algorithms, the social platforms, that this is a good piece of content and it needs to continue to share it to other people, specifically on YouTube I'm talking about. It's same thing goes for the short form platforms, which are like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. You can get insane reach now more than ever before. You used to have a lot of followers, and it has pivoted to now. TikTok changed this in 2020. It is no longer, and this is a Gary Vee quote. If you've never listened to Gary Vee, go listen to him. It is no longer a social platform. It is an interest platform. So like it's no longer social media, it's an interest media. What does this mean? Before, you had to have a lot of followers and subscribers for them to see your content, kind of like an email newsletter. They had to sign up, they hit the follow button. From then on, they're getting content from you. Now that it's an interest media era, what we're seeing is small accounts. I have a relatively small account, get hundreds of thousands of views because of the type of content that we're posting. And so this means it's a huge advantage to people like you and me who don't have a million followers, and the average Joe can now get out there and get hundreds of thousands of views, and like literally your next post could go viral. And that has never been the case pre-2020. It was very, very hard to go viral, and often if you did, you couldn't replicate it if you even tried. Now it's coming down to more of a science. And so you're like, okay, Darren, the psychology, all this making the video stuff. So we got to create awareness, and we do this by making videos that show your personality, that educate people. And through combining these two things, you're entertaining them, you're teaching them, and you're building trust with them all at the same time. There's no other method of advertising that can do it like video can. If you can find a better one, then please comment down below, because there's like billboards, there's newspapers, there's TV commercials, which is video, but there's no other method or way of doing marketing that provides a quicker result than video. That's why I'm such a big believer in it. So let's keep talking about awareness. Like, this awareness is created by creating these videos that reach masses. And how do you do this? You find somebody else killing it in your niche. So you look for dentist content and see who else out there is killing it in this niche. Find an account who lives in Florida or a different state than you. I say Florida because I'm in Texas, but a different state than you that's not going to be your competitor, but they are executing very well on social. And whenever I say very well, I'm talking like 500,000 plus views on the videos that they're putting out. And if they have less than 500,000 followers, then this is a good sign that this is a good piece of content. And so what are you going to do? You're going to take that same exact idea, refilm it at your place, put the same words, the same ideas with your twist on it, because you know it's a good piece of content. You want to follow the same exact structure of the videos that you're seeing. And this goes for like Instagram, TikTok, and even YouTube. YouTube is more important on the title and thumbnail side. So you go out, research, make these videos. I've had videos that I haven't technically stolen, but I stole the idea and recreated it, and it has gotten hundreds of thousands of views. And so I don't have a huge channel. You don't have a huge channel. This is crazy. Like, never in the history of marketing have you had access to such a powerful tool. And so once you create this awareness, they see you, they like you, maybe they hit follow or subscribe. You keep putting out consistent content that provides value and entertainment, and they're going to keep seeing it. And that's going to build trust. Like, it takes 7 hours, according to Google stat of 2024, it takes 7 hours of somebody watching your content before they trust you enough to buy something from you, to use your service, whatever it is. And the more relatable and personable you can be, the smaller that number goes. And so if we start strong off the bat, creating personal content straight from the dentist, providing fun facts, interesting things like funny skits, different trends that those doctors and dentists are doing, then that's going to provide a lot of awareness in the community, especially to the younger community, which is probably 45 and below, are going to have a lot of respect for you and have a lot of trust built up with you. They see you on Facebook every day. And so this builds trust, like I was saying. And so that's our next goal. Then once they trust you through your content, this is all just through the videos, they're going to start to see the benefits of it. For example, there's a chiropractor here in town, and we help with some of their content and their marketing strategy, and they've seen massive results because of their own hard work. We've done some help to get them a lot of awareness and views, and they stay booked. That's like, they stay completely booked. And They don't have a massive following. But one of the things that they sucked us into their system with, like their ecosystem and their funnel, was the fact that they were breaking myths about chiropractic. They were showing, hey, we actually do chiropractic on newborn babies. I had never heard of that before. If you're in the industry, you may, oh yeah, everybody knows that we do that. Like it's just a common thing that happens every day. People outside of the industry, they have no idea. And so like that amazed me. I'm like, whoa, it's like possible for my newborn to get chiropractic care. So then boom, I was educated, I was intrigued. Second thing was they don't do the crazy popping like you see in the videos that go viral. They do like some other method that is not painful, like not invasive. And so we're like, you know what? We're going to try it. We're going to get our necks adjusted, our backs adjusted. And it was completely nothing like our previous conception of what it actually was. And so that created a desire of like, hey, we're interested in what you have going. Like what you've taught us and shown us is completely different from what we thought that you were actually offering as a service. And so you got to educate the people and entertain the people and create the content for the consumers. Don't create the content for yourself. That's another big mistake that many people do, not just dentists, but they make content that is good for them and not for their clients. So like real estate agents come up all the time. They're like, oh, I've been posting how many listings I've closed. I'm like, nobody cares how many listings you've closed. They care about your personality and can they trust you to get the job done and make it an enjoyable experience. Like they're not looking for the top producer in the entire city that you live in to work with. They just want to know, like, and trust you. And so after you keep creating this content that is desire and showing them the benefits of going to the dentist, to cleaning your teeth, like they start to get educated even further and build that trust and relationship through video. And if you can do this as the head dentist or the CEO of the company as well, this is going to be even more powerful because people see you as a human being. A lot of big Fortune 500 companies, you never get to ever talk to the CEO or the president of the company. Like Instagram is doing a phenomenal job at doing this. And the CEO of Instagram, the head guy, he makes content every single day. And people are engaging with him, asking Q&A. Like no other CEOs are really doing this in that big of companies. And so that's just another way that you can stand out. And so if you feel like getting on camera, you're probably not going to feel like getting on camera at first, but if you can just get through it and start practicing and make it a part of your like routine, that's going to be huge for your company as a whole because they're going to see a face and your business name and they're going to put it together and they're like, oh, I like this guy. I like this Mark guy who's a dentist. He's funny. He's relatable. He kind of feels like my distant uncle or whatever that comes home for the holidays and he makes everybody laugh and has all these card tricks. And so that's the whole goal of this is to make people trust you through your content. And the numbers on the videos, right? I put out a few videos a few months ago. Actually, even this month, we've had about 150,000 views on our Instagram channel, just the Instagram. That's not counting YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. And the fact that you can have that many eyeballs on your content, whatever it is, blows my mind. If you think about 100,000 people, like 150,000 people don't even live in the city that I'm in. There's no billboard that can do this. There's no TV ad that can get you this many views and impressions. There's literally no other way to get that big of a reach other than through social media and content. Because everybody is there. Like you have to go where the people are. I hope you're enjoying the video so far, by the way. If you're a dentist looking for help in this area, there's going to be a link in the description to actually go through our 5-day free Build with Video challenge for people just like you, business owners, specifically dentists in this case. We'd love to work with you. It's a free challenge too. So It don't even cost anything but your time, 45 minutes a day. Link in the description if you want to know more about that. The last step, once you've created all of this content, you've gained their trust, you've gained desire within these specific people who are watching you, you're going to have to put a call to action at least somewhere. And so I like to encourage something at the beginning, which is called a 911 method. And this method, I didn't make this up, so I'm not taking credit for it, but I utilize it heavily. So what we do, we have 9 pieces of valuable content, strictly valuable, with what we call a miniature CTA, or a call to action. All a call to action is a link in the bio, is, hey, you comment the word this, and I'll send you this free checklist or whatever it is that you have as a resource for them, as a lead magnet for them. This 911 method is a way to not sound salesy. And so you give 9 pieces of valuable content, and you don't have to stay like super strict on this. This is just like a guideline. Then you're gonna do one of strictly personality or entertainment. My iPad is freaking out here. So the first one here, it's going to be personality that entertains the person watching. This is just going to show even more relatability. Like whether it's like a vlog, whether it's like a trend that you're going to be dancing, you're going to be pulling a prank on somebody else at the office, like something that is really out there. And honestly, the more of that you can do, the better. I would even say like you can do 5 and 4, or what, that 5 and 5 for that. So like however much you want to bring the personality to the table is going to be up to you. The more personality, honestly, the better. And then you're going to have earned the right at this point. You've posted so much value and entertainment. You're going to earn the right in their minds, the viewers' minds. Again, we're making content for the viewer. You're going to earn the right to ask for permission or ask if they are interested in your service. So you're like, okay, we've made about 10 pieces of great content with miniature CTAs. You don't explicitly say, hey, hit the link to book a call or book a dentist appointment, book a cleaning, whatever it is. That specific 11th post, in this case with the 911 method, you're going to make a post that says, hey, I am blah, 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 dentist for 10 years. I want you to be a client here at Happy Smiles Dentistry. This is why we've helped thousands of patients. You see our stuff all the time, but I wanted to give you permission to click the link in the description of this video or comment down below if you feel like you need to get a teeth clean, or if you feel like you've been misled by other dentists, if you don't like the dentist. We want to change that for you. We want you to have a good experience here. And so hit the link in the description to book a call this number, whatever your call to action is. Make sure to be explicit and say, be very, very detailed, give them a next step, like what's the next action item that they need to take in order to move forward with you and your business, because that's the whole reason we're doing it, right? We're not trying to be famous. We're not trying to be influencers. We're trying to grow a business, and we're using content as the vehicle to do this. And so I hope this helped. If this didn't make any sense to you, then I'm going to encourage you to watch it again. Rewind it. You can watch it on a slow setting. You can watch it on a fast setting, and take notes if you're having to rewatch it. If you are a dentist looking for help with marketing for your company or your business, getting more leads, more clients in the door, if you go all in on content, there's a good chance you'll never have to use any other form or vessel of marketing ever again, at least until something better than video comes along. And so if you want help, if you want to learn more and dive deeper and have a one-on-one engagement with me every single day of the week, it's basically free coaching. There's going to be a link in the description to apply for that. So make sure not to miss out. Hope this helped, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.